Good morning to you. It's the Art of Lush. This is Kate to 10 a.m. and I have a guest in the studio. No ordinary guest. Okay, so if that's Jose James or Jose James, you are Janek? No, Janek Schergen. You just go by Janek.
I go by Janek.
It's really interesting because you are the artistic director. You're a big man at Singapore Dance Theatre.
Well, I'm not a big man, but...
Okay. Yeah, well, he's a ballet. Ballet people are very particular about their physique. So not big man, but big fish. Oh, now she's calling me a fish. That's even better. Give it to me. Bring it on. Okay, so Janek, the last time we had a chat with you, you were on your way to Saint-Étienne to have a one-night performance in France with the Singapore Dance Theatre. How did that go?
It went brilliantly. It was wonderful to take the company overseas, and the response was tremendous. The audience literally they were waiting, chomping at the doors to get in at 7:30. It was wonderful.
I just can't imagine the ballet crowd chomping the door. You've got to eat, people. So any plans in going back there, or?
Well, no, but there's the French ambassador to Singapore was so impressed with us when he came to see us that he has talked about the fact of bringing the company to Paris in future. So we're talking about that possibility. So it would be wonderful if we could use Singapore Dance Theatre as one of Singapore's cultural exports.
Paris,
yes.
The city of light.
Well,
nice.
And we've been to London, we've been to America, and we've been all over in China and Australia. So,
okay. Well, you'll be taking to the woods. Well, not really the woods, but to the open on the 17th, all the way to the 19th. It's another Under the Stars event, Ballet Under the Stars, 15th edition of Singapore Dance Theatre's highly popular Ballet Under the Stars. And we know this is highly popular because you're encouraged to break out your blankets, but really there's never really any space to break out your blanket. You have a little bit of space for yourself.
Well, the interesting thing from my perspective is the fact that we were the Singapore Dance Theatre was the originator of the idea of doing outdoor performances in that space 15 years ago, and now it's become such a huge venue of places. People come, and it's a very, very big place to go. But we were the ones that started the whole thing, and people tend to forget that, which I don't like.
So it's a good time to remind them. Okay, before all you rock stars came in to stomp, it was a Singapore Dance Theatre who were doing jetés and rondejons matés and pirouettes, and it looks like you'll be back for a very interesting few evenings. In fact, it's not going to be the usual.
No, it's very different this time. Very different.
Yeah. So give us a bit of a teaser, and then I'm going to come back and really grill you in on that.
Well, there are 5 pieces that we're doing.
Okay.
2 small pieces that are both like about 3-4 minutes long, and 3 main pieces. And it starts with 2 years ago, actually, for 2007, Mat Noor, our ballet master, did a piece for National Day called Stand Up for Singapore. And it was such a nice piece that I said, it's a shame that we never do this again. It'd be perfect to open the evening at Ballet Under the Stars. So we're using it as the opener. And then we're at the very end of the evening, we're doing a very radical idea. We're doing a piece called Pop! Pop.
Okay.
And we're using 6 pop songs, and it's bookended by Annie Lennox at the very beginning and the very end, and doing songs that every single person who listens to the evening will go, I know that song, I love that song.
Okay.
And we're doing everything from tongue-in-cheek to a whole range of different dance styles within the piece.
Okay, well, we'll come back with those different dance styles. Not exactly ballet you're talking about here.
I keep saying it's not ballet, it's not ballet.
Not ballet, but it's still known as Ballet Under the Stars, even though maybe it should be called not Ballet Under the Stars. But we'll find out more.
We are doing very balletic things because we're doing the Pas de Trois from Sleeping Beauty. We're doing Ramonda, which is a great big old classical piece, and so we're doing everything from. We're having a little bit of something for everyone.
Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to come back to ask Janek more about that. Janek Schergen, the artistic director for the Singapore Dance Theatre, to tell us more about Ballet Under the Stars shortly here on Lush. I have Janek Schergen, the artistic director of the Singapore Dance Theatre, with me in the studio. He's here to tell us more about Ballet Under the Stars. 2009 15th edition starts its run 17th of July. That's a Friday all the way into Sunday, 7:30 p.m. at Fort Canning Park. We all know Fort Canning Park because you are the first to do anything at Fort Canning Park, and now it's taken over by rappers and new age festivals. But you guys were there first, and tickets are at $25. It gets cheaper for the children, students, NS-men, senior citizens. Get your tickets at sistik.com.sg or call 6348-5555. Now, I'm a big fan of Ballet Under the Stars, and you're telling me now that there's reason to really sit up and pay attention, because this next edition is going to be a little different. You told us about Stand Up for Singapore, a piece choreographed by SDT's ballet master, originally commissioned for National Day 2007. Then there will be the last one, pop, exclamation
pop
mark. Now, pop question mark. Tell me more about that.
Well, the thing is that I wanted to do something that there are 6 different songs, like I said, that are bookended by Annie Lennox, who I really think has just a gorgeous, gorgeous voice. And we do everything from Annie Lennox into Tom Jones, into Shirley Bassey, into Kodo Drummers, which is a Japanese drumming group, into Gustavo Santaolalla, which is South American. So we do something that covers the entire world range. And we do things that are dance-related, but not necessarily ballet, because we use the rest of the program for that. And so we do everything from some atmospheric stuff to some tongue-in-cheek, joyful stuff. We have one section with Tom Jones, the Tom Jones section, where the 6 women turn him into a sex object rather than the other way around.
A male dancer?
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, poor sweetheart.
I feel bad for him.
And then we have this big, huge section at the end with Annie Lennox with Walking on Broken Glass, where all the company is on stage basically doing Latin dance steps.
Latin dance steps?
Yeah.
At Ballet Under the Stars?
Yeah.
Okay, and now I'm awake. Expound, please.
The idea was that, someone said to me, does dance always have to be dark and depressing? And I said, no, dance isn't dark and depressing.
No, there's,
So I wanted to prove to everybody that we can be artistic and popular. Not one or the other, but both at the exact same time.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing, because you're going to see really highly, highly trained dancers doing really enjoyable things.
So we're talking about salsa, samba?
Everything from salsa, samba to rumba and tango. And
tango!
Yeah.
Okay, tango is not ballet.
No, and actually in the studio it's actually
thing from ballet.
It's rather funny with getting them to, because some of the dancers are more comfortable with it than others, where you have to instruct them to get their partner really close and physical with them, and so to facilitate this, I put some of the couples in the company together, so they're with their off stage partner, and so they're comfortable with one another. The amazing thing is that 2 dancers who have very little to do with one another are the most physically attached. So that's really nice. It's really been enjoyable, and they're having a great time doing it. But it's a challenge on my part getting all those dancers to do different things.
No, but it's interesting, like you said, that 2 people who are not really that close to each other have become like really, really close, like doing a tango.
When they dance.